to get us underway. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the ball first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab down the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practiced.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Aggies are facing third and inches. to sneak it. Gets it past the marker.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Texas A&M going quickly.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Hart. Turning it on. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
This is a design run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Takes the easy completion. Jukes his way for more. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last completion, it's second down. The RPO, it's complete. Shakes off the defender. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Aggies headed quickly to the line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent.
There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Aggie! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes over, feed him, and get the 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That brings them to within one. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Turns it loose deep. Makes the grab deep. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pick off. What a play by this defense. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Going to sling it on second down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver.
Fires toward the end zone. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's McLeod. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is downed inside the 40. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish dry.
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hart. Under fire. Working that left side now. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity.
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Missouri wants to go fast. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hart. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And some room to work. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Missouri! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. They'll try to pound their way in. He's in there. It's good. And how about that to end the half? Touchdown on the final play and the 2-point conversion for good measure. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Anderson with the carry. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss some of these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. Are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you can tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's McLeod. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
To the air on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. If you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Here's the pressure. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they go back on top. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. This This dude is dealing at receiver right now, and he's going to have them yelling well past midnight.
And these receivers are the ones that scare the mess out of you. The Mike Evans that on the outside that you know they're throwing the football.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. He'll take it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Got his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hart. Finds a tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success.
There he goes. Snowed under by the defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Gets open down the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Anderson with the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Tiger. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. That's caught. It's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Hart. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature, this is when Aggies go nuts. They go crazy because their offenses are fun, exciting.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Aggies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Picks up the first down. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Now on the move. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking downfield, it's Hart. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They just keep firing. Completes it in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
It'll be third and long. The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Plenty of